Okay, good afternoon. Today we continue our discussion on the use of quant mode uh, in loading uh, the prices of assets and also in computing returns of those assets. So last time we had this exercise where I asked you to download. I think I asked you to do maybe it was a monthly data or daily data. It doesn't matter, class. Whatever type of data could be annual, could be quarterly, could be weekly, could be daily. From whatever date to whatever date, uh, that can be downloaded easily via quant mode if the stock is available in, or if the asset is available in a particular database. In our case, we said that if you're downloading stock prices, then we can make use of quant mode, and the default source is Yahoo. Okay, so as an example of this is what we did last time. So we're naming an object called SPY. Okay, and we're using here the get symbols function. We identify the ticker symbol of SPY, which is an exchange traded fund, an ETF that mimics or follows the Standard and Poor's 500 index. And then we identify from what date up to what date, and the periodicity could be daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually. Okay, so quant mode is the get symbols function of quant mode is quite flexible in loading the data, whatever frequency of time. Source is Yahoo, and then this one auto.assign is equal to false. Okay, we said that this is also important because the default is auto.assign is equal to true, and if we don't write this, it will generate an object which has the name of the ticker symbol. But here we want the object to be named as SPY small. So we have to write auto.assign is equal to false or end is equal to null. So let me just, my environment is clean. Okay, I have nothing here. Okay, so but first let me run, I don't think I have loaded quant mode. Let me load this. Okay, yeah, I did it already a while ago. And then let me run this code chunk, and I will have here an object called SPY here. So we said that when we download data from Yahoo Finance, and it's a time series, it's asset prices, we get an XTS object, an extensible time series object. So this gives us the open, high, low, close, the volume, and the adjusted price. Okay, so that one we did last time. We also learned how to plot the data. Okay, we learned how to plot the data in a multi-panel format. Here you can see that the open, high, low, close, and the adjusted are highly related to each other. They almost follow the same trend. Okay, and then what else, class? Okay, we said that we can also use the chart series function here. I'm going to use, sorry, I'm just going to use SPY here, and I'm zooming it on December of 2023. So this can be done. Okay, and SPY is, what did I do with SPY? SPY is, I used weekly data. Okay, so if I can replace this with daily data, very easy. You just have to know how to use the parameters. And if I rerun this will now become daily data. Okay, and then if I plot again the chart a while ago, it will contain around 30, more or less 30 data points. Here it's only around 4 or 5 because it's weekly data. If I change it into daily data, then around 28, 29 data points, depending on the number of trading days for December 2023. All right. Any questions so far, class? Could I have your confirmation if it's clear so far? Clear ba tayo so far, class? Okay. How about the others? Are there any questions?
Sir,
Yes.
for daily data, do we really have to put the periodicity since it's automatically
No, no.
daily?
Yeah, good question. The default is daily. So even if you don't put daily there, all right, it will still load daily data. Okay, but we just did this for you for as an illustrative purposes, as an illustrative purpose class for us to know that we can specify the periodicity. But yes, you're correct. If we don't put the periodicity there, then it will default to a daily data. Okay, good. Thank you for that question. Okay, any other
Thank you, sir.
clarifications? Yeah, thank you. Any other clarifications? Okay, so no more, no questions. Okay, so last time we also learned how to use the lapply function. Okay, the lapply is a list function. It's able to get it's able to apply quote unquote and access or extract a list from a certain from using a certain function. So here I'm identifying here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm not sure if we used 8 last time, but I inserted Tesla here. You may wish to insert that. So there are 9 stocks here. You can of course add to this. For now, let's just add 9 assets, and we create this object my stocks. And the lapply function will generate a list. Okay, and what do we say is a list? A list is a combination of vectors. It can be a combination of XTS objects, can be a combination of data frames, or it can be a combination of vector, list, other list, or XTS object, or matrices, or data frames. Lists are quite flexible because you can include there uh, several types of data structures. All right, so what did we learn last time? We're using this lapply function, and we're going to apply it here. All right, we're going to apply uh, the list function lapply to this object tickers. Now this object tickers has nine names here. So we know that this is just a character vector, Apple, Google. It doesn't mean anything. If I run tickers, okay, if I run tickers, what do I get here? These are these are values, which means this is just a vector. This is not a data frame. Okay, and it consists of it's a character vector consisting of 9 elements. All right. Now what we want to do is, okay, we want to apply the get symbols function to this character vector of tickers. So it will now load 2016-11 data up to 23 1231 data. Periodicity is equal to daily, and auto data assign is equal to false. Okay, so we have run tickers. Now I'm going to run this. The lapply, what will the lapply generate? If I run this lapply, okay, notice that if I go here, okay, it's still here, class. My stocks, and it's part of data. Okay, what do you find in data in the environment? In the data, you can find their XTS objects, data frames, and lists. For vectors, which can only take in one set of data, character data, numeric data, then it will fall under the values section of the environment. All right, so what we did last time was we looked at what was inside this one. Okay, So you have here nine objects. What are these objects? These objects are XTS object or zoo object. Okay, and what do they consist in? They consist in 2012 rows of observation times six columns, and you have here the different data. And we know that this class is an XTS object, okay? XTS object because we made use of the get symbols function, okay? So the get symbols function was used in order to apply this get symbols, and then from to periodicity auto data assign, we applied it to the tickers object, okay? And tickers consist of this one. So what R did was to extract the XTS object for Apple, for Google, for Microsoft, etc. So that's why you can find it here. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Now you notice that my stocks, the name of my stocks is not the name of the ticker symbol. So it's subsetted into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. We can change this by giving this function names of my stocks. Names of my stocks is equal to the ticker symbols AAPL, Google, etc. Okay, so there are nine names here. If I run this, my stocks will be given names. Okay, for clarity, it will be given Apple, Google, etc. So once we run this, okay, and check once again our my stocks. Okay, you can see here now that it now has a name. The each of the elements of the list has a name here. Okay, there. All right, any questions so far? Any questions so far, class? Okay, let's see what is the let's get the structure of my stocks. So what's the structure of this? Okay, it's a list of 9, right? And then inside this one, you have my stocks and then $Apple, which is an XTS object. Okay, so my stocks contain 9 XTS objects. Okay, so if I, for example, if I write here, my stocks, okay, and then $sign, okay, then you will have here, okay, the different XTS, the 9 different XTS object. If I, for example, try to get Apple, then it will now print the what's inside my stocks $Apple. And we know what this is. It's the open, high, low, close, volume, and also the adjusted prices. It includes adjusted prices. Okay. Right. So we can actually access that. Okay. This one we did already view. It will just give us the structure of the object my stocks. Okay. And names, of course. It will give us the names of the XS objects inside my stocks. Okay, so let me pause for a while. I'll give you a few seconds. You might wish to run this. Once you're done, class, kindly chat, please. If you're okay, if it's okay for me to continue. Okay. So what do we have now? We have this. Okay, we have this object, my stocks, which is a list of 9. However, we don't have yet the assets itself. here in the object. So for example, if I want to get, let's say, Google, so let me just run this. Let me create a code chunk here. Okay, suppose I want to create an object called Google. Okay, I just use GOOG. Okay, and then I'm going to use my stocks. Okay, and then dollar Google. What will happen? Will this create now an object called Google, an XS object called Google? Let's see. Could you kindly run this and please give me feedback? What happens? We're extracting now Google, okay, from the my stocks object. You take a look at my stocks. We have here Google. What will happen with this class? Can we now generate a data called Google, which is the XTS object for Google? Okay. All right. There's an XTS objects environment. All right. So if we run this, okay, meron na, no? So we were able to extract it from the list, my stocks. So what's the meaning of this class? What have we learned here? lapply is a very powerful function, okay, that can generate a list of different objects. In our case, we use get symbols, okay, so that it will create an object called my stocks, and then it will generate a list of the different XTS objects. So that can be done, okay, which we have done already a while ago. Okay. Yeah, thank you. It follows the same format of monthly data. In my case, I think I made it daily. Okay. What did I use here? Sorry, did I use monthly or daily or so my sim? Okay, daily. We use daily class. Okay. So I hope that's clear, class, that we can generate a list, and then from the list we can extract the price of each of the asset. Now, however, class, let's suppose what I need only is the, let's say, adjusted prices of all the assets of the nine assets. Can we extract that? Okay. Can we extract all the just the adjusted prices? For example, adjusted of Apple, adjusted of Google, adjusted of Microsoft, because that's what I need. That's what I want, class. So can we do that? So this is now class. Okay. Let me chat this so that you can copy this. Oops, sorry. Okay. What we're going to do now, class, is this one we already did this. We use lapply to generate an object called my stocks, and my stocks is a list of the different 9 XTS objects. Okay. Now, what if I want to get just the adjusted prices, okay, from the my stocks? Okay, let me show that so that you can appreciate what we're doing. So Apple, okay, the Apple object here is an XTS object consisting of 6 columns, 2012 rows of observations. All of them have 2012 rows of observations. All of them have 6 columns. A while ago, what we did was to extract Google using the my stocks and then $ Google. What happened was we were able to create this object Google, which is an XS object also of 6 columns. Now, the challenge here is to extract only the adjusted prices from this list. Okay, so I just want the adjusted price from Apple, Google, Microsoft, etc. And then I want them to be merged in one object. Okay, so let me pause for a while. Do you understand what we want to do, class? Let me repeat. From this nine stocks, class, 9 assets. We want to extract all the only the adjusted of the 9 assets. Okay. What could be the long cut class? What could be the regular thing to do? We already showed you how to get the Google stock price. Yes. Okay. Dollar sign, no? Thank you, Gab. Dollar sign. So what we can do is now, so we have already Google, right? Now we can get also, we can create another object, let's say Google Ads. Let's say, let me show this. Okay. So we now have Google here. So what I can do is I can create Google, then ADJ, adjusted, and it's coming from Google. All right. Dollar sign. Okay. So I can get the adjusted price. So I'm extracting now the adjusted price of Google. If I run this, I now have the adjusted price of Google. If I view this, there, it's now Google adjusted. All right. So now that you have that class, now that you have Google adjusted, how do you now get the others? And then how do you now combine it into one object? Any suggestion, class? See? Label, label the column. Okay. So, but what we have to do is to do this, replicate this for the other assets, di ba? Kailangan meron din tayong Apple adjusted, meron din tayong Netflix adjusted, meron din tayong Tesla adjusted. And then, let's create an object and then just cbind. Cbind class. Ano ibig sabihin ng cbind? Column bind. Rep. Let's do this. No? Kunyari, nf Netflix. Okay? Netflix, diretso ko na, adjusted. Okay? Will be, so my stocks, dollar sign, and then Netflix. Okay? So this one, we now have Netflix, and then let's see if we can subset. Tingnan natin kung masasubset natin dito. Subset natin yung Netflix. Okay, we're only going to subset number 6. Let's see if this will run, class. I haven't tried this, but let's see. So what's happening now is I'm accessing the Netflix object, and then I just want to to subset yung 6th column, which is the adjusted. Will this work, class? Kindly check.
Yes, sir.
It works, no? It works. Control Enter. All right. So we now have here Netflix. Okay, and it contains the adjusted price of Netflix. Okay. All right. Now that we have Google and then Netflix, I'll just create an object called X. Okay. Alt minus, and then we can do cbind. Okay, Google Edge, and then Netflix Edge. All right, see what happens here, class. We're creating an object called X, and then cbind means column bind. Okay, we're combining the column because Google Edge is one column and the Netflix Edge is one column. So if we do cbind, it will combine the columns. What do you get, class? What do you get? Anyone?
So your two columns of the first column is Google adjusted, the next is Netflix adjusted.
Okay, so were we able to accomplish what we set out to accomplish, to create an object containing Google adjusted and Netflix adjusted? Did we succeed in that goal? If I run this X, okay, and if I print it, so there. So we have Google adjusted, Netflix adjusted, 2012 observations, 2 columns. Yeah, so it worked, class. It worked, right? However, class, if we have 9 assets, 9 stocks, then we will have to replicate this for all the assets, okay? We will have to extract, if you can extract the open, so this should be one if it's open, high, low, close. Oftentimes it's the closing price is also used. Okay, so this should become 4. If you want to combine all the closing prices into one, then we can do that. But that's quite tedious, class, especially if you have, let's say, if you're working on this for 50 assets. So isa-isahin natin yung class and then we will do the C bind. Okay? Now there's another way to do that, mas mabilis, and that's the do that call. Okay? So here, we're going to merge into one object the adjusted prices, right? So we're going to use this function do that call and then merge. Okay, so let me show you the syntax here. Okay. So, okay, so this is one way, class. So I'm creating an object called ADJ prices. And then again, we're going to create a list. Okay. We're going to use from the my stocks data. Okay, we will extract the adjusted prices. Okay, and then create a list out of that. Okay, so here we're using the L apply again. We're using the L apply on the my stocks data, which is a list also. So we're extracting a list out of this list object. And what do we need? The adjusted. Okay, if it was opening, it would be OP, high is HI, close is CL. So that's the name for the adjusted price, AD. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, what happens, class? I'll give you a few seconds to run this code. Let's start with the creation of ADJ prices. Feedback, please. What happened?
It made a list po, sir.
Nagkaroon ng list, no? Okay, how about the others? Kamusta yung iba, class? Dalawa lang nag-feedback. Liz as well. Okay, Liz as well. Okay. So I hope everybody is able to follow. So again, we're using the L apply. You know what happens when we use L apply? Okay, it will create a list. Okay, it will generate a list. A list of what? From the my stocks, and then what we want is the AD, the adjusted price. All right, so if I run this, okay, and view, let me view this ADJ prices. Okay, it's a list also, okay? Same thing, 9 assets, but this time take a look at this. It's still double, it's an XCS object, but it's this time it's 2012 by 1. So this only consists of one row, okay, which is the adjusted price. Okay, so you can see here that 2012 rows of observation by one column because we specifically said that it should be the adjusted price. Okay, and if we get the class of this, it's still a list. All right, we don't and we don't need that class. No, what we need is the adjusted prices uh, of all the stocks in one object. Okay, so let me introduce this class, yung do that call. So let me just copy this for your reference. All right. So what does the do that call function do? Okay, call class, it's a function call. No? It's a function call. So you list down the list of arguments, and then as the name suggests, it's going to do a particular function. And the function that we're going to use is merge. So when you combine this do that call and merge, okay, what R will do is that it will merge whatever you want to be merged. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So what am I doing now? I'm now creating an object called prices. Okay, and then it says here do that call. Okay, what is it going to do? Merge. What is it going to merge? The adjusted prices. Okay, so what does the adjusted prices consist of? The adjusted prices class consists of it's a list of the 2012 by 1. These are the adjusted prices of Apple, Google, Microsoft, etc. So what I want R to do is to extract this, okay, and merge them into one, okay, and call it prices. All right, so we have here this object prices. We're asking R to merge it. So do that call. What's the function? Merging. And then what's to be merged? Adjusted prices. All right, so if I run this, control enter. Okay, you can now see class that we have now Apple adjusted, Google adjusted, Microsoft adjusted. Okay, the first 6 rows, Intel, Amazon, Netflix, Meta, Tesla, and GSPC. Okay, so we were now able to create an object called prices. So if I print this, let's see, prices, so that's an XCS object. If I print it, there. So we can now see that we now have all the adjusted prices of the 9 assets. Okay, so this is a lot faster than individually extracting the adjusted prices and then using the cbind. Okay, so the do that call function allowed us to merge. Okay, so what we did first was to extract only the adjusted prices from the, okay, from what object? Di ba, my stocks, no? So we have my stocks consisting of 9 assets. It's a list of 9 assets. Each asset uh, has a dimension of 2012 by 6. Okay, and then what we did was again use lapply, diba? Lapply again. What do we lapply? Create a list, okay, out of the my stocks, but only the adjusted prices. Okay, and then finally, what we did was to create this object called prices, and then we use this function do that call. So what is it? What is it supposed to do? It's supposed to merge. Merge. What is it supposed to merge? Adjusted prices. Recall that adjusted prices is a list, and this list consists of all the adjusted prices of the 9 assets. All right? So let me pause for a while. Is it clear, class? Okay, good. Thank you. How about the others, please? Okay, good. Okay, thank you. All right. So this is, you know this, okay, because our prices, what's our prices? I don't like the name of the column. It defaulted to Apple.adjusted, Google.adjusted. So let's just replace this by just using the small letters, AAPL, GOOGL, okay? So how do you do that? Let that be a quick exercise. Change the column names of the prices data set to reflect their ticker symbol, small letters lang. So what I meant is yung Apple.adjusted, gawin natin yung AAPL. Sige nga, class, I'll give you a few seconds to do that. It's easy to change the column names of the variables in your data. So what function do we use, class?
Sir, is it call names po?
Yes, column names, no? Sige nga, class, could you kindly write the code and please chat it here? That's correct. It's column names, call names. If you want to change the names of a column of a data, you use the column call names function. Anyone please share his or her answer? Anyone? 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7. I'll call. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll call on anyone, so participants. Okay, there. Okay, Angel, could you share your screen, please? Let's see. Stop share ako. Let's just see what your code is. Hello, Angel. Hello. Okay, to change the name of our variables in prices, as we said a while ago, we can use this code, call names. All right, call names of the prices is, then identify the name that you want the column names of the prices object to be. So if I run this, okay, I'll now have this also. Okay, so we change the name of the columns or the variables. All right. Okay, now we go to a very important lesson. We're going to make use of this in time series. We're going to make use of this in portfolio optimization. The concept of calculating stock returns. Okay, so let's first learn how to calculate the returns of one asset, univariate. Okay, when we say univariate, you have one asset. And then later, we're going to learn how to compute the returns of a portfolio. So you have several assets. So let's learn how to compute for the returns of that group of assets. All right. So what did you learn in your finance class? Basically, there are two types of returns. What are these two types of returns? Anyone? Anyone, class? You have your. I'm sure you have studied this. Yung returns nyo could be number one, yan, nakalagay na dito, no? It can be discrete or simple returns. Okay, in fact, I think I discussed this last time. Okay, so for simple returns, class, let me once again use the annotate. Okay, we learned this last time, right? For simple returns or discrete returns, what's the formula? The formula is, what's the formula, class? The long cut is the price at time t minus the price at time t minus 1, right? The price of the previous period divided by the price of the previous period. Okay, because we're reckoning it from the price of the previous period, which translates into the easier form for this is P sub t over P sub t minus 1 and then minus 1. I say it's easier because let's say, using Excel to compute this, you'll just get the quotient and then minus 1. But for this class, you have to use parentheses. Okay, parentheses and then the price at time t and then subtract time t minus 1, close parentheses and then, okay, so it will require more characters. For this one, it's a lot easier. So this is your discrete returns class. Okay, that's your discrete returns, or others call it standard returns or simple returns. That's usually the name that's used for it. Okay, and then so let me just share this with you. Okay, the LaTeX for this. Control C. Okay. All right. So ito, no, class, no? The return of the asset R sub t, we can, let's just use a small r. Okay? R sub t, but others call this capital R, and it's equal to the price at time t minus price at time t minus 1 over price at time t minus 1. This is what I discussed a while ago, and then it can be written as the ratio of P sub t over P sub t minus 1 and then minus 1. Okay, so let's now try. Okay, I want to now, we have from the prices object, from the prices object, we have Apple here, right? This one, Apple here. Okay, let's now compute for the, discrete or simple returns of Apple. So just to illustrate, class, what will happen is that this is your P sub t, right? And this is your P sub t minus 1. With reference to these two prices, this is your current and this was your previous. So if we compute for the for the returns of that, Control C, Control V, and then divide it by the previous, Control C, Control V, and then -1. Okay? So this is the formula for your simple returns. The price at time t divided by the price at time t minus 1, and then -1. And if we run that, Control Enter, we get negative 0.025. And we expect it to be negative because the price at time t is lower than the price at time t minus 1. 23.37, 38 compared to 23.98. Okay, so there was a decrease in the price, hence resulting into a negative returns. All right, so how about for these two daily dates? So same thing, this divided by this. Okay, so what do you think, class? If there are 2012 observations, how many returns will we have? Could you answer that, please? If there are 2012 entries or observations, how many returns will we have? Take note that returns always takes into consideration the period. So how many returns are we going to have? Anyone, please? Kindly chat. So tatatlong po na lang tayo, no? Dami na nawala. Mag-check ulit ako na attendance later, class. 1006? Why 1006? Angelo. Kindly share your answer to everyone, please. Hindi, Angelo, let's see why 2011. So you change your answer. Si Francis pala, sorry. Again, class, kindly share your answer to everyone. Okay. So Francis, why did you say it's 2011?
Sir, each period po takes into account yung current and yung previous period. Pero po yung pinakaunang period po, wala po siyang magiging basis.
Yeah,
for
correct. Yeah, that's correct. No? So si 2016 0104, wala siyang previous class. No? Wala siyang previous return. So we cannot have a return comparing this is January 4 with January 3. Wala, no? So ang mga returns lang natin, 2012 observations natin, 2011 lang. So mababawasan tayo ng isa. Okay, that's correct. Thank you. All right. So sige nga, class. The challenge here now is I want you now to compute for the simple returns of the Apple stock. Sige, I'll give you a few seconds, class. Simple lang yan, no? Tandaan nyo lang yung formula natin, P sub T over P sub T minus 1 minus 1. And let's see what answer you're getting. You can chat with me here, class. Sa chat box natin yung yung answer nyo. Ano kayang formula? So gagamitin natin, class, yung price object, ha? We're going to use the price object. Anyone? Any volunteer, class? Which date? Lahat, Gab. Lahat ng, sabi nga natin, there will be 2011 returns. Kasi yung data natin, yung prices, sabi natin, 2012 observations, and if we get the returns for all the assets here, there will be 2011 returns. Kasi mababawasan tayo ng isa, kasi the first date does not have a prior date. Wala tayong i-compare sa kanya, yung the previous day. So there should be 2011 returns. So, class, bali ganito mangyayari, ano? Okay. Ito, from 2016, 0105, di ba? Then divided by what class? From 2016, 0105 hanggang up to when class? 2023, 1229. Right? And you're going to divide it by what? Saan nyo siya i-divide, class? Kasi P sub T over P sub T minus 1. Okay, ano yung P sub T? Ito, this is P sub T, class, no? 192.53. Ano yung P sub T minus 1 niya? What's the P sub T minus 1 of this asset, of this price? Class? Kasi ang formula P sub T over P sub T minus 1. So, is this a P sub T, class? Yes, P sub T siya. Ano yung P sub T minus 1 niya? Yung pares niya, class. Class? Hello? Ano yung partner nitong 192.53? To get the returns, class, what are you going to divide it with? Come on, class. How do you get the returns of this asset, of this price, 192.53? Yep. Can I share your answer to everyone, please? Year ba, Kenneth? Is it previous year? Previous day, di ba? Previous day, which is, how much is the previous day? How much is the previous day, Kenneth?
Sir, yung 193 po.
Yeah, correct. 193.58, di ba? So, ang returns nito, class, 192.53 divided by 193.58 minus 1. Ang return naman dito, 193.58 divided by 193.15 minus 1. Ito naman, 193.15 divided by 193.05 minus 1. Alright? So, ibig sabihin, class, yung mga previous, ano lang yung mga, ano yung mga P sub T natin, class? Sino yung pwedeng P sub T? Kasi ang formula natin, P sub T over P sub T minus 1, di ba? Sino lang yung vector na pwedeng P sub T? Ang pwedeng P sub T lang, class, is from 192.53, from this one, up to when? Up to P sub T, class. P sub T. Sino lang yung pwedeng P sub T? Ang pwedeng P sub T, class, yung mga current price will be from this one, 192.53, until where? Until when, class? Saan dito, class, yung pwedeng P sub T? Pwede ba tong P sub T, class? Ito? Itong 23 point... okay, Julian, again, share your answer to everyone, please. Julian.
Sir, it can only be until January 5, 2016 kasi
Yeah.
po yung
Bakit? Bakit ito hindi pa pwede?
kasi po wala po yung data for the January 3.
Yes, correct. So ito hindi pa pwedeng maging P sub T, no? Kasi wala siyang P sub T minus 1. So, class, yung lahat ng pwede lang na P sub T is from 192.53 until ito, January 5. Okay, sino lang pa pwedeng P sub T minus 1? Sino lang pa pwedeng P sub T minus 1? Pwede bang 192.53 maging P sub T minus 1, class? Can December 29 become P sub T minus 1? Ito, class, pwede? Bawal. Bakit bawal, Francis?
Sir, kasi yun po yung pinaka-recent na date. Bale,
Okay.
it's the December 30 po para po siya maging PT-1.
Yes, tama, no? Thank you, Francis. No, so if this is to be P sub T minus 1, asan na yung P sub T niya? Wala naman siyang wala nang data after him, di ba? Okay, so ulitin ko ang pwedeng P sub T will be from December 21, 29 up to the second to the last. Tapos ang pwede lang P sub T minus 1 is from December 28 until the first day, no? So equal yan, class, no? Equal yung data na yan. 2011 observations pare-pareho. Tapos may partner siya. Okay? I hope that's clear, class. Because with that we can now, so let me show you how to get the returns. Okay, take a look at this, class. So I'm creating this object. Sige, yan, sige, Gab. Sige, mai-share si Gab na Sige nga, Gab, may see your. Okay, pwede rin to, no? So tingnan nyo, class, kopyahin nyo tong no? Kopyahin nyo tong yung shinare ni Gab. This is okay, no? Pwede to. Yung delt function. So isusulat ko siya dito, Okay. So ang sinabi ni Gab, okay, Apple ret. So we're creating the returns of Apple and then delt. Ano tong delt na to, class? This is delta. Okay, this is, class, ito yung ratio ng current divided by previous. Yung the delt function, delta means change. It's a change from the price now up to the price of before. All right, so this can be done, class. So tama ito, no? This is correct. So yung shinare ni Gab is a correct function. Okay? So i-copy nyo na lang to, class, no? Yung shinare ni Gab. Tapos meron ding isa, no? Pwede ring ito, class. Okay? So at least dalawa yung pwede natin gamitin, no? So here, I'm creating, sige, gamitin na lang natin yung R na muna gagamitin ko, R, and then take a look at this, class. Apple, prices ni Apple, okay? Prices ni Apple. Okay? Divided by what? So asan ba yung prices ni Apple? Di ba lahat ng mga yan, di ba? Ito yung prices ni Apple, From the latest one hanggang sa first one, di ba? Okay, tapos anong mangyayari daw? Divided by. Okay, lag. Lag. Ano yung lag, class? What is the lag of prices Apple? Ang lag ni prices Apple, class, will be 1 day, okay? 1 day before. Lag kasi, no? Okay, so I go here. So, di ba ito yung Apple prices? Okay? And then divided by lag. Ang lag, class, magsisimula dito. Yan. Yung second to the last. Lag. Okay, paano ko nalaman na second to the last? Kasi dinefine ko, class, na ang lag should be equal to 1. Ibig sabihin, 1 day lag lang. Kasi pwedeng 2-day lag. 2 days na lag. Pag 2 days na lag, class, I know you understand what I mean, dito na siya magsisimula, no? Dito na, sa 193.15. Kasi dalawang days yung previous, no? Okay, so this is a powerful function, class, yung paggamit ng lag. So this is now all the prices of Apple divided by the lag. And then I define K is equal to 1, tapos minus 1. Ito ngayon yung P sub T over P sub T minus 1 and then minus 1. So could you kindly, class, run this? No? And then i-compare nyo na lang dun sa shinare ni Gab. Thank you, Gab. Yung delt na function. Okay, what do you get here, class? Can you describe our data, class, our resulting data, yung R natin? Okay, thank you, Gab. All right. What's the result, class? What's the result? Did you, for example, get negative 0.25? Dapat ito makukuha natin sa una, di ba? Sa unang returns. Feedback, please, class. Hello, class. So yung Apple divided by the lag of the prices ni Apple and then K is equal to 1. So isang ano lang, yung isang the previous one day. Okay, paki-chat class please, ano nangyari? And then ito yung minus 1 ha, kasi ang formula natin, di ba? Ito yung formula natin. P sub T, di ba? Over P sub T minus 1 and then minus 1. Meron dapat yan. Okay, what do you get, class? Okay, Kenneth, thank you. NA for the first row. Yeah, you're correct, no? So meron
Ay-
tayong mga returns. Okay, yes?
Ay, sorry sir, error in lag po ako.
Ano na, sorry?
Error in lag po.
Error in log. Sino to? So, i-run ko lang to ha, tapos I'll request you to share your screen.
Sige
Okay?
sir.
So, once I run this, may R object na ako dito, no? R. If I click this, and then expected to class na may NA dito. Bakit? Kasi ang sabi ko, prices ni Apple divided by the lag, no? Eh, itong price na to, kasama. Pero, divided by the lag, wala siyang lag. Eh. Wala siyang previous day. So, may NA dito. Alright, sige, pause. Stop share ako. Sige nga, patingin ng, who is that?
Oh sir, si Gab po.
Gab, sige, paki-share yung screen mo, Gab. I hope everybody's able to follow. Okay. So, ano nangyari? R is prices ni Apple divided by log ng prices ni Apple and then K is equal to 1. Okay. 1, 2. Yung minus 1 ba yung nasa dulo mo?
Yes po sir, -1.
Tanggalin mo muna yung deep plier kasi ano lang si log eh, ano lang siya, yung regular function lang yan. Backtrace. Run mo nga yan, Gab. Problematic error in lag prices. Rinename mo na ba yung prices? Kinukuha yung prices data mo? Yan. AAPL, okay. Na-rename mo naman, ano? Sige, balik tayo dun sa ano. Help out class, ha? Tingnan nyo kung ano yung problema nito. Prices, si Apple, i-divide natin sa lag ng prices ni Apple, comma, K is equal to 1. Tama naman yan. Close natin, and then minus 1. Okay. Tama agad eh. Tama yung function mo eh. Problematic argument K is equal to 1. Okay. Can you see class kung ano yung problem dito? Wala akong makita eh. So, ulitin mo nga, Gab. I-type mo muna yung prices and then dollar sign. Tingnan natin ha. R ulit. Sige, tanggalin mo yung AAPL. Dollar mo nga. Back ka, back. And then type dollar sign. Sabi ni Ken, space K is equal to 1. Actually, it doesn't matter. Eh. Sige, subukan natin sinasabi ni Ken. Sige, dollar ulit. Gab, dollar dyan. Dollar. And then, dapat lalabas yung, yan, AAPL. Alright. Sabi ni Ken, walang space sa K is equal to 1. I doubt it, pero sige, tanggalan mo ng space, si K is equal to 1. Yung K is equal to 1 Gab, tanggalin mo yung space. Walang ano yun, walang effect eh. Oh, kasi ano siya, I can't see why it's not running. No? May nakita kayo, class? Close mo naman. Yung prices nga, so, tingnan natin yung prices, yung sa lag, and then, wag mo nga lagyan ng space. Pero hindi yan eh. That's not a problem. Sige, i-run mo ulit. Hindi. You can put all the spaces you want there, no? Wala siyang problema. Price divided by lag of price. Sige, Gab, ganito na muna, no? I can't decipher kasi tama naman yung code mo, no? I'm not sure why it's not working. Lag.xts, sabi ni Nathan, subukan mong lag.xts. Pero hindi, pwede pa rin yan eh, kahit na hindi. Sige, lagay mo lag.xts. Yan, sige. Okay, yan, nag-run siya, no? Pero, nag-run siya, sa ilalim meron ng R. Okay, pero why? Kasi, it should not matter, no? Sa inyo class, okay, tanungin ko lang yung class, who among you were able to run yung R natin? Hindi kayo nagka-problema kahit na hindi natin define na r.xts siya. Ano nga class? Paki-chat naman class kung any one of you had a problem running R. Okay, kasi sinadjust ni Nathan dito, no? Sabi niya, Nathan nga pala, pag ganyan ulit, paki-share yung comments niyo sa to everyone, no? Kasi yan, paki-share mo Nathan yung sinabi mo, which yun ang ginawa ni Gab, no? So, sige, hindi ko maano, no? Gab, sorry, I can't answer your question now. It worked in lag.xts. So ginamit niya yung xts na object, no? Yung extension. Pero sa akin naman, gumana siya, no? May R dito, no?
Sige, sir. Sige. Thank you, sir.
So, and thank you Nathan for pointing that out, no? Na may lag.xts, no? And yung sa case ni Gab, hindi siya nag-work sa R lang, sa lag lang, but it worked dun sa lag.xts. All right, so the R that we generated has an NA object here, missing value. So hindi yan pwede class ma-run, no? So we have to remove that. What you can do is, hindi ko i-run to, but the code there is R, and then, di ba, R, and then -1, no? So that's the easy way to do it. R, and then remove the first row. So if you run this class, wag niyo muna i-run na, mawawala na yung first row. The other way to do it is that, pag rinan nyo class, isama nyo na yung na.omit. Okay, na.omit. Okay, so lalagay nyo dito na.omit and then double parenthesis sa dulo. Okay, try this class. Let's run with R. Sa'yo, Gab, lagay mong lag.xts, no? Kasi hindi nag-work yung lag sa'yo eh. Ito, may lag naman. And nasa stats package lang yan eh. So you don't need to install stats kasi it comes preloaded with R. All right, what happened here, class? Ito. na.omit. Ilalagay natin na.omit. So if I run this class, and if I check my R, I now see that wala na siyang ano, no? Wala na siyang NA. Kasi sinama na, in-incorporate na natin yung na.omit. Okay. Any questions, class? So may note lang ako dito. Okay, let me share this with you. Control C. Okay. So this is just an explanation of the log function. Okay. The function shifts the time base of an XTS object back by a given number of observations. Okay, log function. So K is equal to shifts it. That's a shifter. If it's K is equal to 2, ibig sabihin ng 2 periods yan. All right, then more important to us, class, is not the simple returns, but the log returns. Okay, so this is the function for that. Ito, no? Ito yung log returns, class. So R sub t, okay, is equal to ln, log of p sub t minus log of p sub t minus 1. So iba yung formula niya. Okay, and then let me share this with you. Control C. This is another way to express it. Okay, so pakikopya yan, class. And then, all right. So log returns, class, no? Kanina simple returns. It's almost time, class. I hope you give me permission just to finish this. Okay, ito yung formula ng ano ng log returns. So it's log. Okay, take note, class. Ang log sa ano sa R is ln, no? But I'm just using the mathematical expression ln of p sub t minus ln of p sub t minus 1. And this is, okay, this is equivalent to, okay, but yung principle ng log, class, log minus log, that's division. Log of p sub t over p sub t minus 1. Okay, so ito yung difference, ano, yung discrete returns, p sub t over p sub t minus 1 minus 1. Ang log returns, just get the log of p sub t over p sub t minus 1. Okay, so this can be let's say expanded, no? Okay, so si p sub t andi dito, p sub t minus 1. So we can now add sa numerator p sub t minus 1 and then subtract p sub t minus 1. So pareho lang yan, class, ha? Kasi minus p sub t minus 1 plus p sub t minus 1, that's 0, di ba? So maintain pa rin natin equality. And then, class, i-distribute natin to, no? So this is p sub t minus 1, right? P sub t, sorry, over p sub t minus 1. Okay? And then what do we have here? Ano to, class? This is p sub t minus 1, yung natira, no? Minus p sub t minus 1 minus p sub t minus 1, okay, over p sub t minus 1. Okay, so you got it, class? Sorry, mali yung pag-divide ko. So this one, class, p sub t minus 1 over p sub t minus 1. Diba? 1 yan, class, ito yan. 1. Tapos p sub t minus p sub t minus 1 over p sub t minus 1, that's your r sub t. Okay? So ito, class, r sub t natin yan, diba? Ito yung discrete returns natin. Okay, and then it can be shown, class, mathematics, okay, that the log of 1 plus r is approximately equal to r sub t. So ano ibig sabihin ng, class? What does that mean, class? Ibig sabihin niyan, class, for small values of R, yung log returns is approximately equal to your discrete returns. Pag maliliit yung values ng returns, no? Halos pareho lang yung log returns at saka yung simple returns. Okay, so let me just end in this. It's time na, no? All right. So how do I get, class, the log returns? Ito, r.log is equal to, so just applying the formula. The formula, class, is log of p sub t over p sub t minus 1. Ito yun, no? This one. So it's log of p sub t. Ito, log of p sub t. So that's the prices apple. And then divided by p sub t minus 1. Okay? So nasa loob siya ng log, no? Nasa loob siya ng log. P sub t minus 1 is the lag of prices. Apple k is equal to 1. All right? So just to make sure that you got the correct formula. Okay? So yan, class, yung formula ng log, no? And then you can apply the na.omit. Okay? All right. So if I run this class, and then I'll now have here the r.log, yung returns.log natin. Yan, may r.log na ako dito. Okay? So may NA din yan sa harap, no? And I will leave you, class, to just compare, no? Kung masyado mamalayo si R at saka si r.log. Okay? So next meeting, class, we'll continue with this. Okay. So far ang tinignan natin, class, yung yung simple returns at saka log returns. So next meeting, class, we're going to learn how we can make use of some functions. Okay? Kasi mahirap kanina, nagfo-formula pa tayo eh. When in fact, may functions yan, kunyari period returns, etc. Very easy to compute for the returns. Daily, weekly returns, etc. That can easily be computed, class. Okay, so we'll take a look at the syntax. All right, so thank you so much, class, for your patience. Okay, I'll see you. I'll give an announcement, class, kung ano mangyayari. Ay, quiz pala tayo sa Monday, Let's see. Hopefully, class, magaling na ako. Okay. All right, thank you so much, class. Yes, Hans?
Sir, I was late a while ago. The attendance.
Sino pa yung mga late?
Sir, ako din po, Ortega po.
Ortega. Hans. Sino pa? Angel, ba't nawala ka kanina?
Naglalag po, sir. Sorry po.
Okay. Any more? Okay, sige. Thank you. Eliza, yes?
Sir, sorry. Pero do you know, kasi nag-error yung code ko, yung sa R prices. If alam niyo po, kasi di siya yung error in log eh. Parang error in ATTR. Tapos, sa
Sige nga,
loob.
i-share mo nga. Stop
Wait
sharing.
lang. Wait, sir, nasa kasi ako. Wait lang. Transfer lang ako ng ko.
Sige, sige.
Ng device.
Mm-mm.
Sir, wait. Ay, sorry. Sorry, sir.
It's okay.
Ito po. Pero kasi in-adjust ko, marami akong in-adjust kanina eh.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi yung nagawa ko kanina, this one. Wait, ano ba yun? Wait, natanggal ko yata. Pero daily monthly yung nagawa ko instead of daily.
Okay.
Tapos nagaganito na siya, sir, yung error in ATTR.
Yung K mo kasi, pero monthly yung data na ginamit mo?
Pero change ko siya to daily.
Okay. So, may R ka dyan, tingnan ko yung environment mo.
Kanina kasi like super naging messy na talaga, sir. So like, ni-remove ko yung iba tapos inulit ko tapos nawawala yung iba.
So
Like,
dapat i-run mo ulit si R, no? Hindi, si prices pala. Andiyan si prices, no? Si prices. Tingnan ko yung prices object mo. I-click mo nga sa baba, yung prices. Tingnan natin, ha? So, Apple.adjusted, Google. Okay. Hindi mo inaano yung yung call names. Sige.
yung call names, yun yung problema rin, sir. Kasi ginawa ko yung long cut kanina tapos ito yung shortcut. Tapos nagaganon siya.
Wait. Kasi nag-run ka na muna ng prices. Wait. Pataas nga. So, inisa-isa. Okay.
Di ko muna siya, ay joke, baka na-run ko kanina, sir.
Error in dimension names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kulang ka ng kulang ka ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ginawa nating 9 yan eh.
One,
Apple,
two,
Google, Microsoft.
kulang nga ako.
Oo, ano ka lang, 8 ka lang. So, pag ganyan, tapos ilan yung binigay mong, tapos 9 ka, may Netflix tayo, no?
Meta na kalimutan ko,
Meta,
sir.
isama mo si Meta.
Dahil lang ba dun, sir?
Kasi, nagko-call names ka, tapos 9 yung columns mo eh, tapos 8 lang yung binibigay mo, di ba? So, nag-double comma ka.
Ay, yun.
Okay.
Ganun pa rin, sir.
Sige, sandali. Yung prices mo, ano na ba yung prices mo? Pati nga ng prices mo. I-click mo ulit yung
Okay.
prices sa ilalim. Sige, so yan Bilangin mo nga kung ilan yan. 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
4,
6,
5,
7, 8, 9. 9 po.
9. Sige, balik ako dun sa sa code natin. 9. So, call names mo, prices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
9, sir.
6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, lahat ba may quotes?
Ano po,
Yung
sir?
Google, tingnan mo yung Google, kulang ng quotes.
Ay,
Pag ganyan yan, mali na
okay, sir. Sorry. Ang mga
Okay.
ganyan, di ko na nakikita.
Yan, okay na. Sige.
Okay. Thank you,
So
sir.
pag
Pero
ganyan,
ito,
tingnan mo, malamang nagkakaano yan.
pag ganun, gagana na to,
Alright.
sir.
Prices, Apple.
Ayun.
Yan, meron na yung R. Sige nga, tingnan mo nga. Sa ilalim, yung R, i-print mo siya. Ayan, meron na.
Ayun,
No?
sir. Thank you, sir.
Sige. So ano lang, double check mo lang kasi usually yan ang mga common mistakes, no? Nagkakaroon ng, ang problema kasi si R, hindi niya sinasabi kung ano yung mali, no? So
Yes, boss.
hahanapin mo pag nag red color sa ganyan, hanapin mo kung ano yung sa code, ano yung problema sa code.
Okay po, sir. Thank
Okay?
you.
Alright,
Thank you,
sige.
sir.
Thank you, Eliza. Sige.
That was on done po, sir.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.